everyone! Today I will be showing you how to make an elephant baby card for a boy. For this card, I cut a mom and baby elephant out of the Create a Critter cartridge. The mom elephant was cut onto some dark blue cardstock and the baby was cut onto some gray cardstock. Once both elephants were ready, I cut out the coordinating pieces to go along with them. The mom's ears were done on some blue and white cardstock and the baby's ears were cut onto some plain white cardstock. Following the elephants and their coordinating pieces being cut out, I decided to color in the mom and baby's ears using my color zendo markers. After the ears were colored in, I attached the pieces together and then stuck them to the elephants. To stick the pieces together, I used my zig 2-way glue pen. Once everything was attached, I decided to give both elephants some googly eyes. I found some small ones in my stash that worked well. If you didn't have any googly eyes or wanted to make things easier, they do have a cutout from the same cartridge that does the eyes and mouth. I didn't feel like using it this time, so I went for the googly eyes. To attach the eyes, I used some Elmer's clear liquid glue and my tweezers. The reason I used my tweezers was because the eyes were very small and they made it easier to pick it up and place them where I wanted them to go without them flying all over the place. Following the eyes being attached, I worked on the card base. I folded some white cardstock in half and then trimmed it down with my Fiskars paper trimmer. Next, I used some blue cardstock I had in my stash for the background and also to act as a sky. I attached the background with some Elmer's clear liquid glue and then trimmed it down using my EK Success scissors. After the background was attached, I thought the scene I was creating could use 2 grass hills. There are some dies out there from a variety of companies to cut some grass hills for you. Using those dies helps make things easier and go quicker. I unfortunately don't own any of those dies yet. The way I cut the grass hills out for my scene is I use a ruler and a pencil. I draw a small faint line to show how high I want the hill to be. Once I have the height chosen, I use my ruler and draw another faint line from the height to the opposite corner. Following the lines being drawn, you should have a point at one end once you cut everything out. Once I had both of my grass hills cut out, I attached them to the card base using my Zig 2-way glue pen. I then set my card base aside for a minute and grabbed my 2 elephants. To the elephants, I used my Sharpie pen in the color black to add a smile to their faces. Next, I grabbed 2 spellbinder circles and cut one out of some yellow cardstock and the other out of some orange. After the 2 circles were cut out, I went around the yellow one using my color zendo marker to help it stand out. I then placed the yellow circle onto the orange and placed them over my card base and found I didn't like the way it worked. I just ended up using the yellow one and placed it at the top in the middle. I then picked up my 2 elephants again and added some foam squares to the back of them to give them some added dimension. I placed both elephants on the card and thought it could use some grass. I cut the grass onto some patterned paper. The grass came from the same cartridge as everything else. I adhered the grass using my Zig 2-way glue pen. The last thing I added to the front of the card was the words "It's a" with some stickers I had in my stash. On the inside of the card, I decided to add the word boy to go along with the sentiment on the front, and then thought the whole card looked complete. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Also, a list of the products used to make this card will be listed down below.